It sounds like children playing in a backyard at 10:35 p.m. when the temperature outside would have been about 50 degrees. The audio, recorded by a surveillance camera in the Chula Vista neighborhood on the night Maya Millete went missing, January 7th. You can hear what sounds like Maya's oldest daughter calling out to her younger sister by her nickname, Mila. A half an hour earlier that night, at 10 p.m., the same surveillance camera recorded 8 loud bangs, sounding like gunshots. Chula Vista police say they have been analyzing the recordings, but there are still a lot of questions.
Which house did that noise come from? Where did all that sound come from?
Josephine Wenzel is a victim advocate with the Cold Case Foundation. Her daughter, Crystal Mitchell, was murdered in 2016, and the killer is still on the loose.
I've been searching for my daughter's murderer for 5 years now.
The Cold Case Foundation is now working with Chula Vista Police. They have arranged for a geographic profiler to come on board to try and find Maya.
San Diego's a big place, and it's very difficult to find where, if she was buried.
The profiler will take into consideration whether the remains were dumped during daylight hours and how many hours it may have taken to drive to potential locations. And complicating matters further, Maya's disappearance is still officially considered a missing persons case, and no suspects have been publicly named.
And then you can have a suspect and everything points to him, and I've dealt with cases like this before, but you just cannot go pick someone up just on suspicion and expect that case to stick.
And David, that was the report that you were working on today before we got the breaking news that Chula Vista police were at the Millete home.
That's correct, and that report still stands on all the facts we reported, because really nothing has changed in this case except for they are serving yet another search warrant on the house of the husband, Larry Millete, second search warrant, and presumably they're going to be in there for several hours and also take out some more evidence. But as you know, the community is just locked onto this case. They want to find out what's going on. Some of these women here showed up after seeing it on the news, and they're here. Why are you here today?
Well, you mean why did we come out? Well, because of Maya. We're here because of Maya Millete and her family, and Mary Chris and Richard Droulet. And we're also here for Maya's children. And it's been one of the prayers that has been really magnifying and getting louder and louder and louder for the community. Is our utmost concern right now is we really are thinking and praying for those kids, and we're praying for them. And that's something that's heavy on our heart. That's why we're here. We're here to be in support, and we're here to be here as a community. We're all hurting, we're all grieving together. So we need each other.
Yes, and we know there's been searches every weekend. And also, the police, I'll let you know, did just tell us moments ago that the children are accounted for and they're okay. Why are you here, ma'am?
Because I want justice. I want to bring Maya home wherever she is. I just want to make sure that the kids are well cared for, and I want to support the family. That's the most important thing right now. If I was in their situation, I would want somebody to do the same thing for me. And so I'm just going to show them love. I'm going to put forth the effort. I'm going to do everything that I can and encourage others to do the same, because we're a community.
Thank you very much for talking to us live here on Channel 8. I know the lieutenant told us moments ago that he was going to come out and give us a briefing. We will be standing by for that. They have not brought any evidence out. They were focusing, when Kenny McGregor was here earlier, on the truck in the garage, and then they shut the garage so that the news cameras couldn't see what they were doing in there. But there appeared to be one or maybe two cars in the garage when they were searching it.
David, you have to wonder
this is the 20-something.
I was just going to say, David, you have to wonder if some of the evidence that they retrieved in the prior execution of search warrants perhaps the cell phone data or that black box, so to speak, in the other vehicle that they seized, if some of that evidence, now that it's been 4 months, has been able to be analyzed, and perhaps they got some new information that has caused them to now come and retrieve more items based on, you know, what they've received in the past.
Well, they do have a number of outside agencies helping them. NCIS, because Larry is a civilian contractor for the Navy, and Maya, his wife, was a civilian contractor for the Navy, and that's why we think NCIS is involved, FBI, the district attorney's office is involved. So we know that they're going through everything in this case, and so far they have not called it a criminal investigation. So they need probable cause to go into the house, and those search warrants are sealed, so we can't see what that probable cause is. But at this point, they are still calling it a missing persons case, and importantly, they are not naming the husband as a suspect in the case. Although I will tell you, on Facebook and all over social media, there has been plenty of speculation involving Larry Millete. He made a couple statements during media interviews early on, and just had a lot of questions that are unanswered. He has stopped talking to the media. He lawyered up and stopped cooperating with the investigation as well. So we're waiting for the evidence to come out, and we're waiting for the lieutenant to come out and give us an update on what's going on inside.
David Gottfredson there live at the home of the Millete home of Maya Millete and Larry Millete, where Chula Vista police have executed another search warrant in the case. David, we will come back to you and continue our coverage of this. For now, we want to take you to a break.